And up next is one of the best nicknames in football, Sauce Gardner.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession.
They'll be led out by a former most valuable player of the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Jackson.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll try for the first with Walker. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Seahawks at 3-5, 2 games under 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon.
A good hold in these red conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Carr. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now a play fake. Carr. This one caught by Crowder.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On play action, it's Carr.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Carr completes it, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Akers is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have moved out in front.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in there by Crowder. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
To throw again on second down. Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Carr to throw again. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Lutz is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. But just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson now.
Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. And Walker has it.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Takes it at the 7.
So we are at halftime here in downtown.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Takes it at the 7.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe they'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
The Carr's throw complete there to Beckham. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Here's Carr.
And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. And he comes back with one complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
What now?
Throwing on first down is Carr.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Well, this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Jackson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now a throw in the end zone. Shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
The previous play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are...
After review of the
So
play,
that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Again, Jackson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to... Back now in Seattle, Washington. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Throwing the out route, and Crowder makes the catch.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now Carr again. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3.
To throw, it's Carr. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
What now?
Here's Carr to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Bengals.
Cam Akers.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with they make a play.
And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Rolling to his right.
Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
4th down, here's Jackson.
catch is made by Metcalf.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run on 1st down. Goodwin. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Jackson.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Throwing. Jackson. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Derek Carr and the offense down by 7. 80 seconds remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Throwing his Carr. Gets this to Moore.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Carr. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
On is the punter Long here as he sends this one away.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end on that.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bring it home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. you know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this in my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bring it home.